No, no, not singing, not playing.
Well, I do some playing. I've actually stopped playing for a year. So this is really a comeback for me even in Hong Kong. I've been playing with a band called William Elvin and the Circus Tour. So we're also going to be playing this album on July sa Hong Kong naman. My day job is I'm a writer for a PR agency. As you know, it's very corporate. So, parang after 3-4 years of... I started as a... when I moved to Hong Kong in 2014, I wrote for a newspaper. So I wrote features and covered some stories. So I was a journalist for about 2 years. And then I went to the PR world. As you know, yun nga, very, very corporate siya. So I felt the need to go back and sing music again, write music again, first and foremost. So I call myself first and foremost as a songwriter more than a singer or a musician. So yun. As you may have, I hope that the lyrics, when you read them, it's much more like, it's more of the words that I want to highlight. So yun. So that's what I've been doing since 2013. Thank you, Danny.
Any more questions? I'm here to do my job again.
Yeah.
Hello.
I just have a question though because I'm really impressed by the way you're writing songs.
Thank you.
It always, speaks from the heart. So I guess the other part would be like the melody part.
Okay.
So, because I find it, really amazing that you have this wonderful melodies. By the way, my name is Anne, sorry. I think my voice is loud enough for everyone.
It's a small group.
Yeah. So how do you come up with the melodies of the songs? Because it's always very interesting and different.
Melodies, I have a little music, theoretical music background. So before I studied theater sa UP Diliman, I studied a few years of music sa UST. So I kind of got how do we call this? The theoretical side that you understand music, how it's written, how it's alam ko siya. But when I write songs, I don't think about that much. Kumbaga, I let the influences in me go out. Kumbaga parang my influences are very very melodic din. Paul McCartney is one influence. Lyrically, my biggest influence is Bob Dylan. So I listen to a lot of stuff na parang may database na of where the melodies would go. So parang sana ang effect nun is para siyang it's all from the heart and not from the mind. So I'm going for that. So hopefully yun din yung
Yeah, and just to follow up, your song a while ago, 10-23.
Yeah.
So my interpretation was that it could be two things. Is it a date or is it like a particular time? Like, is it 10-23 like the time? Is it 10-23 like October 23?
Well, I wrote this song as a gift to a couple. To a couple I'm very much friends with. And their anniversary was October 23. So, yun lang. Sorry, ang simple. Pero, yun
Yeah,
lang.
just that happens to be my sister's birthday.
Oh, very good. So, pwede mo siyang i-gift din sa kanya. So, yun lang. That's October 23. Actually, nung sinusulat ko itong 10-23, so I really wanted it as a gift to them. No? Pero, nauna ko siyang isulat, personally, pero wala akong may title sa kanya. So parang for quite some time, medyo untitled yung song. Tapos nung kinasal sila, so sabi ko, I wanted to give them this gift, so I'll take that as a title. Simple po. I enjoy this, so huwag po tayo mahiya.
Yes, more questions. I'm trying to get the mic free. Yo.
Lorenzo, I'd just like to ask kasi putting up an album is actually challenging. Tapos plus the fact that it's independently produced, di ba? But was there a time that you actually considered having a partnered with let's say a music label para mabuo yung album?
Well, I value the first thing I value as an artist is the freedom. So even if siguro I could have talked to some people. Well, number one, the music industry then today is very much different. Na parang if you don't have a steady following na automatically bibili ng gawa mo, hindi mabilis na masasign ka or mapoproduce ka. So that's number one. Number two, of course, I could have partnered with other producers din. But the thing is, yun nga, as a writer, as an artist, I very much, and Tarek knows this, kumbaga parang I want the freedom of doing things without as much outside voices as possible, except the ones I really, really do trust. So for the process of this album, so I wrote the songs by myself, tapos I got together a group of musicians, of Filipino musicians in Hong Kong. Tapos, I made them study the songs. Tapos we put it all together in the studio, recorded it. Actually, it's very much home recordings. Meaning every instrument that you're going to hear are recorded at home. So, lahat kami, meron kaming sari-sariling home studios. So, I recorded the basic demo sa studio ko. Then, ang nirecord lang namin ay yung drums sa proper na studio. Then, patong-patong na from musicians. Yung bass nilagay na from the home studio, tapos yung guitar. Ganun yung process nila. So, it's very much, kumbaga, artistic freedom. Yun talaga yung. So, that's what I want to be experiencing every time. So parang ang direction that I want to take is every year I just want to put out something like this, like one album per year. It's not about if it makes money or something. It's really just for me to practice the art and for the small group of people, hopefully kayo din, for a small group of people to really appreciate it and digest it. Thank you. We did catch his name.
Yes, your name again, sir?
Florencio.
Florencio. Thank you so much for your question, Florencio.
Yes.
We have Brother Francis here with a question. Hello.
Francis,
Yeah.
my question is, from this album, what's your favorite song, and can you tell us the inspiration behind it, if you have it already?
Yeah, I did not play my favorite. I did not play my favorite song from that album because it's very, yung iba kasi very banda eh. So it's not going to be translated well if I sing it solo. But my most favorite in this album is Miss Elizabeth. I think it encapsulates the album really well, like Sacred, Profane, Mundane. Miss Elizabeth is a story of an aspiring. Well, the story starts as her being an aspiring star. And then she gets thrown into the showbiz life, and then the song will tell you what happened to her. So that's my favorite kasi I've been trying to write more songs like this lately. Na parang I wanted to tell more stories. I wanted to deviate from the love songs and the more pop folk song side of me. I think I still want and should do that kasi yung mga nakapanood ng mula sa buwan who listens to my work, ito yung familiar mode nila from me. But I want to eventually evolve into a more of a storyteller through songs and not be encapsulated in parang mga ang sabi niya, which is I think it's still a good song until now, but I want to have more complex stories in my songwriting from here on. Thanks, Francis.
Awesome. Any more questions? I'm sure there are a few more out there. So,
You will follow up once.
yeah. Yes, sir.
Hi,
Yeah.
Siyempre, kaya naman sa mga theater team, yung sa producer niya nyo alam, nakakatawa. Anong title mo or anong play?
kung gagawa ako ng parang kanta for
For a play.
for a play, I want to write here's my David Bowie influences. Well, here's how my David Bowie influences would come out. I actually want to write a very Hong Kong-based musical, but I still don't have time, so it's not coming anytime soon. Pero I want to write a very Hong Kong-based musical na medyo light siya. I want to make a superhero type of musical. I'm gonna call it The Adventures of Bombastic Beatrice. So I want to play with the idea of she's a domestic helper, but then she gets parang chemical radiation power. So it's gonna be more like a quirky superhero type of thing. So parang syempre kailangan mong ipasok yung mga tropes ng musical na may love siya sa kung sino, tapos superheroes din sila, ganyan. So wala pa akong title doon, pero yun yung idea ko for now. Thank you, Asa. Yeah.